Here we are with our walk vlog of today. What's it gonna be on? Oh, I'll tell ya. It's gonna be something very unique. Let's put it that way. Looks very nice. I'm over here to where you'll see me from over here. Right here, I'm here with our walk vlog, and here we're going to is check out on the first bloomers that are making its way up already a bit. And also in this, I'll also be sharing some more info and updates. Without any further ado, let's get this like thumbs up for me, and let's go. As it is, you can see the sun is shining over here. Okay, without any further ado, let's go check out the first bloomers. Just right through here. The fence where the tree is, you can see where the hedge trees are from over here. So what's blooming up are already? Well, I'll show you. You have to walk this way first. Then I'll show you. Look. Flowers right there. Starting to bloom already, as you can see there, and just right up there. Budding really good so far. Here in the springtime. That was one bloomer so far. We'll see what else is blooming. Let's just walk on down here. Right to the word like garden stuff over here. What do we have over here? Look, it's already blooming right now. You see, all these are here. All these green things right there have now fully in bloom here. And what is to be seen over here are some of these flowers here. Already blooming already. The first bloomer is seen over here, as you can see. So now we saw one, and here is the second one that's now of bloom. So what else is blooming up already? Is this down below? What is that? The grass. Ground shot, you can see all the nice green grass. Seen just right there, that just came in. And especially just right over here too. And what's up over there where that tree is? Some more bloomers. You see right there? We got some of these that are starting to bloom from the ground up like this, seen here. These are here are probably some flower of some sorts, as seen just right over here now. So we got some great blooming action so far, and we just hit April already, April spring, and wow, so far so good. We've seen some good spring up things going on over here, looking pretty cool. Let's see what more is springing up right now. We got some on this tree here are the first blooming of pine cones. Right here on this tree right there, as you can make out, hopefully you can see it well. The first blooming of the first acorns that are now of bloom and to be seen. We got a little bit more just right inside here, as you can make out. We'll come into over here so you can see a little bit more of the first blooming pine cones here on this side evergreen tree. Has green tree seen here. Not many flowers yet, but they'll come in soon, eventually here. We'll also take a look up at Gyro Park and see what it looks like when the time comes and see how beautiful it actually looks. They have lots of lovely flower gardens up there that we will check out when the time comes. Just wanted to let you know. Wow. Nice view from over here. We'll head into this direction from here. Let's see what else may be blooming over here as well too. Walk straight up here. See what bloomers we have up here already. Like this mossy like stuff here, seen here, that have already bloomed up on this side over here. As you can see, look up, you can see it almost looks like a maze. Just at least that one's seen just right there. So that is what bloomed up from over here too. And we have a noisy beeper of some kind, maybe a car alarm. I have no clue. But anyway, so without any further ado, let's walk up here. We'll check out from over there, and right back way over there we'll see what else is blooming. And then I'll share the info and updates with you on what's happening now. Right here. Sorry for the car alarm there. Don't know what happened there. But we won't stay here for too long. We'll walk someplace different so you won't get to hear that noisy thing. Got some flowers blooming right there. I'm just gonna zoom in so you can see a bouquet of flowers that are now a bloom seen just right there on the other side. As you can see, that's zoomed in too. Looks pretty beautiful seeing that just right there. Down here you can see it's some of the grass starting to come in and bloom. Just from right about here, as you can kind of make out right there. In this little patch right there. Hope you can make it out. You see some other blades of grass here that are coming into bloom too. They're coming through from all this stuff seen just right here. What did it greet? A great sun in the sky. As you can see just right there. It was very, very beautiful seeing the sun out already seen here. We'll go through these trees right here. Quite amazing. This it comes here. It's like going into a different dimension, just by coming from between these trees here and seeing this, almost like climbing into a different dimension of some kind. We'll walk down here. We'll take a look at these. Here's some first budding pine cones on over here. Close to the park next to me, which is what you'll see just right here. And that's what you'll see there. The first budding pine cones here. We'll take a look at the cluster from here, and the opposite side here. You can see more of them just right there on this evergreen bough tree, which is what this actually is. What this is here is an evergreen bough tree. Why they call them a bough tree? If you take a look at this, it looks like they're bowing. Right there. They look like they're actually bowing. And they make great for wall or centerpiece decor. Yeah, decor. With these things right there. They do make great centerpieces, even for Christmas and for other as well too. Yeah, I did mean to say decor. For decoration. We got this nice sun. You can see just shining through those trees, as you can see just right there. Looks very, very beautiful, and it's it sun touched the park from over here. It almost looks like a shining star of some sort, or like an angel or something. Seen just right there. I'll zoom in a bit, and I'll just leave it right there. Hope you can make that out really good. It's pretty nice out today. Get to see that sun. That's always a good thing to see. Or even like we plays off of the leaves of the tree. Let's not into with the leaves. You can see it kind of in the midst of the leaves there. See? Now it turns into a slight like diamond just through these trees seen here. Right through there. Let's get a shot of the sun through these boughs seen here. Wow. I love how this looks. Let's take a look straight forward. I see something already. It's not a bloom, but look. You see over here that's creating the magic over here? Are these flies? They're like dancing, almost like fireflies. Wow. They're flies, but they almost look like fairies. Who knows? Fairies or flies? That's a great question. But one that's kind of dancing. And in the same line, what is this I see? That's where these trees are. These things here. That are just braced up onto this tree. Just right down there. So right after we saw those firefly fairy-like things over here, which definitely looked pretty enchanting and very magical as well too. Speaking of magical and enchanting, of course we got adventures. Well, I'll be telling the info all about that very quickly here. Besides, as for the trick vids, I will kind of slightly be mentioning on here too. And things that I will be mentioning as well too. Anyways, let's get to the info and the updates right now. Where shall we sit? That's fine. Let's go on an adventure to see a great place, so I can read off the information that you'll need to know. The magical, adventurous information and the updates. All about that. What's this I see sitting on the park bench table here? But this, you can see, we got awesome pine cones, different color rocks. We got only like two, and sticks. It looks like a pretty interesting looking combo seen just right here. Should we go over here? I wonder. Let's go on an adventure scout for some other areas. Should we sit right there? Or go a little further? Before we get any further, let's take a look at this rock right over here. There's something about this rock that has eyes and a mouth that almost looks like something mythical. This rock is seen here, just right beside me. Let's take a look at that before we sit down. Right over here. I'll back up over here so you can see. See right there? We got two eyes. Eye 1 and eye 2. And down here you see is a mouth. Right down there. As you can kind of make it right there. I'll back up a little bit so you can kind of see what looks to be eyes and a mouth. Looks like a mythical creature of some kind. It's just a rock, but it really does look like a mythical creature of some kind. Hope you can make out what I see. Just right there. Anyways, let's just sit right here. Well, I'll read off some of the information from over here. Where's the information? My travel bag. See here. Just right here. Okay, so let me read off this info to all of you from over here. Okay, so first things first. Besides as checking out the first bloomers, now here I'm going to is mention the few turtle-like adventures that we did just recently first. And that was to the dog park, to the first rock maze, and then, last but not least, the second rock maze of the dog park. And they both look very magical as well too. And also, wanted to mention the other one that we did in Kasigar, and that was to the castle, and just a few metal sculptures in the same area as well too. And besides mentioning on the other ones on the woods videos, the ones behind the college and the ones over inside here that we did as well too. Even the video combo adventure for the scene spot lookalikes from The Conjuring. The video is done and is up on here as well too. Just wanted to mention those within this video as well too. And now we get to the magical front. And with that, let's take a look at some magical, like rock-like circles. One there, one right here, and one right here. Went to the one right here. Through the woods too, past the trees and the mossiest looking magical like eerie stump seen just right here. To the mossiest looking troll like rock to the woods afar. Right to some huge green tree roots. 2 to 3 witch trees. Very magical-like. Last but not least, the big rock circle. With the trees seen here. Where did we stop to? Just right over here. To where now we'll get to those magical videos. What do we have? But a dog that came into view. How cool was that? I guess I wanted to say hello. Anyways, let's get down to our first one. The St. Patrick's. What's up for that for now? That is, we have our final title for it. And that is for going to a happy St. Patrick's Springtime Fun Time series. So there's that, and that's the final change for it. That's gonna stay just as is. And there has some Easter eggs and other fun stuff within that one. And then I also wanted to say what it's loosely based off of. It's loosely based off of St. Patrick's and March Spring, and focusing on more of the spring and fun stuff. May I give you a nice smile face for that one as well too. And next, in there we'll have more fun stuff in, let alone Easter eggs, because as it is, here we are in April, and soon to come will be Easter. So we'll have a little bit of that within this as well too. There's Easter eggs that I found that look very Irish-like as well too. And it'll fit with our Easter time frame as well too, because I'll being that as well too. And then we get the Boxing New Year's and its final title. That is the new 2025's top best springtime bash of the year. And that's the final title, and that's how that, and then that's the title that it's going to be. And this one here is going to be have a different look. The tricks and magic are based from New Year's and Boxing time. And that they are in a different style and look. And has the top best tricks and magic of the year of 2025. And the title was changed, made it for this one to make it a different one for this year. And it has the new side of the springtime. And now for the other trick videos are like I said from before. Nothing has changed yet, but we'll let you know if there's going to be any changes. We'll keep you informed and post on that as well too. And for the look backs, there was one that was already done that we did too, and that was to Prince Philip's Park, which is what we did to see if any changes that have been made as well too. And our other tour mention that I wanted to mention that we will be hitting to is this magical wooden bird of some kind that we will also see what that is and have it on here as well too. As well as mention, I'm here to mention also about the Manor House and what's happening now. Okay, so just wanted to let you know that the pictures that I sent over, they loved. And just having to wait a little bit, but they'll get back to me fairly quickly soon. So we can do that retake adventure of it as well too. So please stay tuned for when that time comes for that. The church next to me hasn't got back to me still. We'll give them a call back on this Sunday coming up to see if and also I'll see if the cars are there, and we'll let you know as soon as I know and find out. The boating tour will be much later in spring because of the boat not being here. Or we could rent a boat, or knowing that I could probably do to see if we can try to get there a little bit more sooner. And that is if we can find someone to take me over there so we can make that done and possible. We'll get what we'll get on there as well too. On the adventure side, we get to pretty soon I can smell rain. So pretty soon it will probably start to rain, so we'll probably have to bring us to a wrap momentarily here really quickly. Anyways, here's the adventure side. Okay, so that there will probably be in mid-spring and summer to do more of that for the most of it. But time by time, we'll do a bit on certain so for the cough there, on certain days when we get a place lined up, like before. And also, of course, we'll do, in keeping in tabs with videos on the spring bloomers, just like the song of this video so far. We'll see what else blooms, and we'll do some more videos on that too, on the spring bloomers, like before. That was just like last year. We'll do that again this year as well too. And of course we'll do our parks near me and see if there's stuff over here, the park over here, I meant. And see if there's stuff that needs to be picked up and put into that shelter up there for like lost and found as well too. So we'll be picking up that video too when the time comes as well. And we'll also do some look back spots that need a good look back on. We'll make a list of them quickly soon. And of course, we will get to some playlists that I'll be making up. What are they? I got two that I have on my notes right here that I'm going to say. That is to the adventures on the magical side. Other magical things from the two adventures that I've done in the past that I'll put into a playlist for all to see. And also the same will go for the ghost towns that I've been to. Will be another playlist that I'll put on here as well too. And that brings us to our next one, which is the location lookalike combo adventures. We have, I'm going to lay on back so you can see the stump a little bit as I lay back a little bit there. We have Huck and Finn. Got spots over here. Same goes for Popeye the Sailor. Hook. There are some spots over here for Hook, as well as Peter Pan. We got spots here for Alice in Wonderland. That'll be a pretty interesting one. I gotta find some cool spot scenes, spot lookalikes for that one as well too, over here in Nelson, BC. We also have Ewoks. Battle for Endor. Lookalikes for over here. We also have spot lookalikes for the creature from the Black Lagoon as well too. And last but not least, Oz, the Great and the Powerful. Found spots over here that we can definitely see and look over here on the spots that look similar to it as well too. Isn't that cool? Did my research as well too. And of course, we will get to do some parks, trails, and beaches. Even some lookalikes for some of them, at least. Now, Since we're done, I'll put this into my adventure travel bag. My arm bag right here. The iconic bag from the Race of the Rings. What's happening on that front? Well, we have a preview on the next episode. When is that coming? Well, I don't know. But you'll know when you'll see it on IG and on TikTok. As is, I do feel raindrops, so it's time to head on back. Okay, up and at 'em. Let's go here before the rain starts to pour down on us. I do feel some raindrops coming in. We'll take a little look over here too on the road. Hope you enjoyed the video so far on the spring bloomers. Let's walk on down here, getting out of the woods. Take a look at the treetops. I do like looking at the treetops from over here. It looks very nice. Very magical adventure-like. And for spotting lookalikes, we definitely do have very magical things. We'll have some magical ones coming in, let alone some other ones as well too. But I will keep you all posted when the time comes for it as well too. We'll be heading on back because it's kind of gonna probably start raining pretty quickly here upon us. I'll show you them clouds just when we get out of here. Okay. Walk through here. Look. Rain clouds right there. I'm gonna probably have a good rain today by the looks of it. Right there. Those are rain clouds. You can see this right there. Clear where the mountains are right there. So we're gonna have quite a bit of rain coming in, as you can kind of see. Misty mountains and rain like clouds. It's a good thing I'm going to head back because I feel like we're going to have probably a downpour pretty quickly. So this will bring our video to a wrap. Again, thanks so much for watching this video and for giving this one a like. I'll see you back for more vlogs, adventures, and magic videos as well too. So that is it. I'm going to bring this to a wrap before the great rain comes. The wind is now picking up. I can feel it right now. You can see some leaves on the trees are now shaking. Right here. Wave to us trees. With that wind. We got this one. You can see we're getting the wind front. You can see the leaves on this bough tree are now starting to move with the wind. Pretty soon we're going to have a downpour, so I gotta get in. What we're going to is bring this video to a wrap and close. I will see you back soon for more cool video content from yours truly, your magical adventure tour Trickster host, Reese. Peace, love, and blessings. Namaste. Now let's turn this off and find a cool spot, cool little spot to bring this video to a wrap and close. Guys, I'm seeing one last bloomer just before we head up into that section for bringing this video to a wrap and close. You can see these are starting to come out right there. As you can see right there, just bung its way from the ground upward to be seen there. Now let's just end this off viewing that scenery with that mountain way over there. We will get this in for bringing this video to a wrap with a nice scenery looking like this.